That's fine. So, welcome back to the XRP network. You guys know what time it is, right? We're going to talk about everything XRP. Seriously crazy how big of an afternoon it was yesterday of root now. It's almost Friday morning. We can see that the market trend is still going strong right now. It's clear that coins are saving. XRP mostly went up by 24%. Men, I will make the graphs. You want to better understand how big of a deal this really is when I get the charts out. But for the bigger market, it's no longer just XRP day. There are a lot of unique jobs that are breaking out of some very important stages that we haven't broken out of in years. So a great day for the whole business world. And I'm sure that a lot of people who don't like XRP are silent and can't be found when you look at how much it has gone up in such a short amount of time. And we're talking about 2 weeks. It has only been a few weeks and days since Donald Trump was officially chosen as president of the United States. And since then, the whole view on XRP has changed. In addition, I've told you guys many times that if you had this conversation with most people in the crypto area over the last 2 weeks, they might have laughed that more peace charge will be sitting at those levels. And now we're here. This is how quickly the market works, and I think the XRP group deserves this more than anyone else. But yeah, let's get right to it. The price of $1.39 is still there if we look for it. Keeping going really strong right now, up 23.7% in USD and up 22.4% in Bitcoin. Cap guys in the comparative market, you can't make this up. It will soon be worth $80 billion on the market. You may have heard that accurate guys earned $80 billion. And the trade range for 24 hours is through the roof. At 19.5 billion, it's not a major wonder. Before we get into it though, as a quick disclaimer, nothing on this channel is meant to be taken as financial advice. When investing in Bitcoin, you should always do your research and look into it first. First, I'll talk about some news and then we'll talk about the charge. And you guys need to stick to the give up and really understand the fee visuals I'm going to give you. Also, if you watch this movie all the way through, please leave a comment below Friday. And a good way to show me that you guys watched it all the way through, that would be great. But you guys can watch Senator Cynthia Lumens talk about why she introduced the Bitcoin Act. She says that if we did that with just 5% of all Bitcoin, our debt would be half gone in 20 years. And what do you bet? This is exactly what we've been talking about for the past few months. Do you notice that these businesses will be here for the next 6 to 12 months? That's why I think the bull market will end in the next 6 to 12 months. It's history spading talking. End of quote. After that, we pay attention to the phrase wonderful cycle because this is going to last longer now that Donald Trump is in office. You can see that crypto, especially Bitcoin, is used a lot as a product here. Are we going to see a great cycle? Again, I've said this before, I think 2025 will be a big year for us to kind of figure out how this thing is going to work. I really wouldn't rule out the possibility that a lot of big investors are interested in a few unique gold coins. But for now, I think we should still wait to see how the 2025 betting turns out and talk about 2025. No matter what, I still expect to shake out during that time. You could see, though, why this big money is so interested in Bitcoin and why they might be wondering. They are no longer here for a short time. These people are in it for the long haul because they see this as an asset class that will last. What does this mean for XRP? The price of XRP is affected by this because XRP has been around for almost 10 years and will continue to be around. There have been big problems along the way, but it still remains. But it's still here, and it's changing. There are a lot of opportunities for these big groups to work with blockchain technology and make the most of it to achieve their goals. They can really see what the blockchain era can do. And I guess they'll be at the front of that cycle once this case is over. Also, talk to me about the case. We're going to kind of follow up on that. Check out this ETF flows graph. About 10,668 Bitcoin were bought and sold, and about 930 Ethereum were bought. Who would even want to buy Ethereum right now? That's no longer a surprise. Bitcoin ETF is now only getting $1 billion in net new money, man. It's not a small number at all. BlackRock EBIT, a good old friend, sold Bitcoin worth $608.4 million on November 21st. Take a look at this, man. That's right, it's no longer what we need. After Gensler steps down, the CC case will go away without a fuss. Most likely, the accused will have to pay something along with not admitting or denying the charges. It says Katrina Paglia, Chief Legal Officer of Pantra type wording. Also, we've been talking about this in this thread as well. I think that everything about this case has changed now. And I think this case is going to end, which I think is a really great way to put it. This is how I think it will go, but let's wait and look at it first. Then we'll get back to you with Stuart's average post. It would be very interesting to see what Stuart is saying. But you already have a good idea of what is going on here. Thanks, Chad, for letting us know that the White House will be setting up a crypto advisory council. Ripple could be a part of a number of other projects. And you know you'll be talking to a lot of other people. As you know, Ripple and Cardano will be a part of the conversation because that's how we've been hearing Brad Gerling as well. I'm not able to talk right now. It's clearly past due. I'm sorry, guys. Help with this right here. Almost certainly should or should not be the next SEC chair. With these high stakes for crypto in mind, I trust the transition group to make the right choice. You couldn't agree with me more. Crypto is in mind as long as it's pro-crypto and your crypto is treated fairly. It doesn't matter who is clearly changed, and all non-fraud crypto lawsuits start on day one. Of course, you know what we're talking about when we say a lot of this crypto stuff isn't being taken care of fairly. You already know that if there was a clear scam, you should go and do what needs to be done. Fans of crypto are no longer telling people don't do this. You know that if someone performs fraud, you should cross after them and pass for them. But you already know how to treat the crypto business fairly. And that's what was said all the time for years and years. I believe it is about to trade. You can get promises from commissioners, you and your peers, to either live with the new proportion and work together with it, or you can work with all economic controllers in Congress to make clear and simple rules for crypto. There we go. We didn't say that these rules give the SEC primary control over anything, but we did say that the 2018 Hinman speech in the 2019 framework of the investment agreement analysis of virtual property could make it clear across the foyer man and make sure that it turns into a real trustworthy way for the public to get access to data and not just a confusing device. Make sure that people are held accountable and that the public is taken into account by fixing problems that go beyond what's happening in the SEC. I couldn't agree with the Office of the Inspector General more. This could not be said by anyone else. Let me know what you think about this in private below, but you can clearly see that the whole picture is moving right in front of us. People used to think that this would never happen. And it's happening right now. A shout out to the people who own XRP and have been buying it during this time of extreme instability. Right now, everyone is going to be the biggest moon boy when it comes to the XRP fee. Of course, everyone will say you already know they're the big XRP fans. You know about big fans, but where were these people when you knew that XRP's price was dropping and that it was, quote, being called a stable coin? And I think we're getting closer to the point where I talked to you guys about the report I made before. That could be a stage around $1.69. I think that the price of XRP will start to move toward $1.69 before many people even know it. It was clear that we needed to show this resistance guide, and it did. However, there will be a very fun activity to look forward to the next day.